Mario7, and this is the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. I did a test video a few days back, and the video did not get any copyright claims on it from Nintendo, which is extremely surprising. Although, I will still keep my eye out, just in case Nintendo starts doing copyright claims in the future. But, until then, I will make some videos. Now, I actually have been playing this game for quite a long time. This game is free to download and free to play, but this game was not always available on a downloadable game client. It used to be a browser-based game that ran off of Adobe Flash, and it was terrible. It was fun. I mean, I loved the game, but oh my god, man, it was so buggy and glitchy. There was constant memory leak issues where you had to rebuild your deck every time and re-put your cards in your for trade and your wanted list, because over time they would just disappear from your list, so you gotta re-add them to the list again. I was so glad when they finally made a downloadable client that ran off a downloadable executable file. So they finally got it, and it's been uphill ever since. It's been great so far. I actually haven't played this game in quite a while. It's only last week that I started getting back into this game, and they have made a lot of changes since I last played. But a lot of, most of the rules and stuff stayed the same. But there's a lot of new cards, and there's a lot of extra features on here. In the game, you get a free currency, coins. Coins you can get for free. You can get them by playing games in versus mode. That's where you play against other people. And also tournament mode. You need to have a certain number of tickets to enter tournaments. But there's also a mode called Trainer Challenge. Trainer Challenge is kind of like the single-player campaign, if you will, of this game. You play against a set of AI opponents, and when you win, you can get lots of different rewards. You can only play Trainer Challenge with various theme decks, so you can pick from a number of theme decks. The theme decks you get for free. But after you pick a theme deck, you can pick whichever trainer you want. Each trainer has a certain experience bar and number of awards. So each time you beat that trainer, you get a certain number of experience points, and you can get increasing rewards. Also, every time you beat a trainer, you can get a free card added to the deck to make the deck better, to make it even easier to get wins. You can get coins, you can get packs, you can get lots of stuff from Trainer Challenge. So this game, I do not consider this game pay to win, because there's so much free stuff you get that it's crazy. You don't have to. You can, if you like, you can buy packs in real life, and then you can get a code from the packs and redeem the codes here to get a booster pack in the game. But if you're diligent with Trainer Challenge and stuff like that, you can get plenty of free cards, and you can get coins to buy your own booster packs right here, all for free. You can buy various booster packs for coins, the in-game coins that you get for free. You can also buy various theme decks if you want more than just the theme decks that they give you, the basic theme decks. You can buy other theme decks right here of coins. Now, I don't know about gems. Now, when I was playing, shortly after they created the downloadable game client, they were supposed to be introducing a gems system. I haven't seen that yet here. But, that's how it is. Now, I'm going to show you my deck list for the deck that I most commonly used. I tried to make various decks so far, but back when I last played the game, the best deck in format was the Darkrai Sableye from Dark Explorers expansion, where you have the Darkrai X that has the power that allows you to have no retreat cost for darkness Pokemon that have darkness energy. And you have the Sableye to get you item cards from your discard pile and stuff like that. And that was considered to be the best deck in format back then. If you play this game, you will likely come across an acronym BDIF, best deck in format. Basically, every time a new set comes out, everyone tries to figure out which deck is the best. And, and it comes to the point where you will end up seeing a lot of different variations of the same deck type. You have deck archetypes where, there are a number of cards that go together very well. And so you'll end up seeing that a lot once you play. Although that mostly happens most in standard format, where the list of cards that you're able to use is relatively small. You'll end up seeing a lot of the same deck types if you play in standard format versus expanded format. This expanded thing is completely new to me. They did not have this when I last played, and back then standard format was called modified, and they renamed it to standard. But basically, expanded format lets you use more cards, especially cards from older sets like X and Y and all that. Standard format is pretty restrictive. You're not allowed to use cards that are too old. So every once in a while, they take all the old cards and kick them out of the format, and they bring new cards in. They rotate those cards, is it commonly called. But back then, the best deck in format was, the Darkrai Sableye Darkness type deck, where everyone can retreat for free. So what I did was, I tried to create a deck that was specifically designed to counteract that deck. So I stocked up on a whole bunch of these. Gliscor. The defending Pokemon is now poisoned and can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. And this was great because it eliminated the ability of the opponents to retreat, even though they had no retreat cost. Because that was the whole... the main crux of the deck was the ability to retreat for free. Of course, a lot of that was before they introduced the Keldeo X with the rush-in ability. That was before all of that. This was what people were doing back then. Free retreat cost with a Darkrai X. And this card completely nullifies that. But also, I also coupled this with a stadium card called Virbank City Gym. So you put 2 more damage counters on poison Pokemon. So instead of only taking 10 damage at the end of each turn, they take 30 damage at the end of each turn. And this deck won a lot of games. This deck won a lot of games because everybody was using the Darkrai Sableye. Most of those Pokemon are all weak to fighting, so I used mostly fighting Pokemon. And I tried to use as much, as much poison as I could to go with the Virbank. So I had a lot of Hypnotoxic Lasers. And also, I had as many Gliscors as I could, and it won a lot of games, surprisingly. And it was a deck that was not very reliant on X Pokemon, because there was a lot of cards out there that are specifically designed to counteract Pokemon X. I had some X's in my deck, but the vast majority of what I did was with non-X's. So, But later on, after the new expansions were released, everyone started using different cards. The best deck in format started to shift. Everybody started using, I think it was Virizion X, that allows every grass Pokemon on the whole team to have to be immune to special conditions. So poison wasn't going to be able to work, and this deck was completely ineffective against that type of deck. Because this deck counts on poison in order to deal all of its damage. So this deck I started to get rid of. I started to use other decks. But then I left the game for a while, came back, and this deck is now back in style. And I changed it up quite a bit. But the main essence of the deck is still there. It still relies on poison. It still relies on the Virbank City Gym. That's why I have 3 of these cards here. And I noticed that even though this deck was designed to counteract a specific deck type, this deck actually works fairly well against pretty much anything. Anything that is not immune to special conditions. And also, most of these Pokemon are weak to water, so a water deck is going to be able to get me most of the time. But I do have a few Pokemon in here that are not weak to water. Got Terrakion X. But I also managed to get my hands on a Toxic Rogue X. Triple poison. So when they're poisoned, you put 3 damage counters instead of 1. So when you combine this with Virbank City Stadium card, what that means is you get 50 damage at the end of every turn for poison, which is good. And another reason why I like this is because a lot of this attack, triple poison, does no direct damage. And there's a lot of cards out there that proc different things when they get damaged. There's Rocky Helmet, which you take 20 damage every time you damage them, and there's cards similar to Eviolite where damage taken is reduced, and there's also some Pokemon that have abilities where they are completely immune to damage from opposing X Pokemon. But some of those abilities do not make you completely immune to the effects, they only make you immune to damage. So this attack right here is a way of dealing damage without actually dealing direct damage. So there are some advantages to that. There are several advantages to having an attack that poisons without dealing direct damage. If, for example, the opponent has a tool like it's similar to Rocky Helmet, but can't remember the name of it. Enhanced Helmet? What is it? No, it's similar to Rocky Helmet, but it puts 6 damage counters on the opposing Pokemon whenever they attack you. So with those types of things, it's best not to deal direct damage to them, because otherwise you'll end up killing yourself if the opponent's Pokemon is wearing one of those. But yeah, this is my deck list. I have a lot of Colorless in here because I do plan on having a lot of Pokemon on the bench. I got a Tool Scrapper. I just put this in recently because of all of those Pokemon tools that you can put on your opponent's Pokemon. I get those a few times. I also got one of these, Lysandra. And I also got... Where it is? Here's it, Pokemon Catcher. Even though the effect here, it says switch the Pokemon immediately, you still have to flip the coin. You still have to flip a coin before you can switch. They did that because, well, the developers realized that this was overpowered. So they added in errata that made it so that you have to flip a coin first before you can switch. Because they found that this card was getting a little too overpowered. That's why they turned it into a supporter card with Lysandra. This one allows you to switch your opponent's Pokemon without flipping a coin first, but it's a supporter, and you can't play any more supporter cards after you play it. So, that's that. But I wonder if I should actually change this up a bit to include Pokemon Center Lady that allows you to heal 60 damage and remove all special conditions. But I got 2 of these strong energies. When I get more of these strong energies, I will add them to the deck, but I only have 2 for now. But anyway, I'll play a game, and then I'm going to go over another deck similar to this one that I've been working on. But, yeah, as you can see here, they have these rewards here when you play in versus mode. Every time you win a game, you get a certain number of lightning bolts. And every time you get a certain number of lightning bolts, you get the rewards featured here. And at the end, if you can manage to get 2,000 of them, you can get this full art Skyla that looks really cool. So, I'm going to play one. I don't know if I'm going to win or not. I've been getting quite a few wins, more than I expected, but I get some losses as well. So I don't know. They're telling me that I have the advantage right here. which I don't know how trustworthy that is, but let's see if I win. If I get lucky. You know, sometimes you don't get lucky and you don't draw cards that you can use immediately. But let's see. So it looks like my opponent is going first, which means I get to attack first. The Landorus X is probably the best bet. Now, if I was going first, I would probably use the Toxicroak X. That way, when I do get a chance to attack, I can use triple poison immediately. But I can't do that. So, I'm going to use Landorus first. That way, when I get attack, I get to do damage immediately, and I don't have to wait. He only requires 1 energy, and it does 60 total damage. 30 damage to one, and then 30 damage to another. Which is actually pretty good. Pretty good. Look at this. This guy prevent all effects of attack, including damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon X. My Pokemon is a Pokemon X, and his Pokemon is completely immune to Landorus. So, the only way I'm going to be able to do damage to this guy is with poison. That's why I have this Hypnotoxic Laser right here. So first, use the Hypnotoxic Laser. Then I'm going to use the Skyla. Search your deck for a trainer card. Use that to get one of those Virbank City gyms. This is also a good time for me to look through my deck and see how many of each card I have. I have 2 Virbanks. And I have 3 Hypnotoxic Lasers, 1 there, so I got full that. So yeah. Now I only have 1 more Virbank in my deck, and the other Virbank is somewhere in this prize pile. So I'm going to have to be careful that I don't run out of Virbank City gym cards. I only got 3 total, and 1 of them is in the prize pile, so I'm not going to be able to use it for a while. I'm not going to use this Floatstone just yet, because I don't need it. Now notice that Hammerhead did not deal damage to Carbink, because he's immune. But, hopefully, at the end of my next turn, this Carbink will be completely destroyed. This guy's going to take 30 damage at the end of each turn. And it looks like he quit because he couldn't handle the pressure. Okay then. Oh, I didn't let you see the rewards. I'm sorry. There was a bonus wheel and all that stuff. But anyway, I got coins at the end of the game. Coins for free. And I can save up enough coins and use them to buy packs and stuff. And I got an extra 25 coins because randomly. So I got 1397 coins. I'm gonna save them all up. I don't really need to buy any more packs right now. Let's play another. That game was kind of short. So it looks like he has Psychic and Water Pokemon in his deck. We'll see how it goes. Yes, I would like to go first very much. I always go first when I can, because it allows me the biggest chance to do the most damage with poison. So I go first. I'm not going to be able to attack on my first turn. So I'm going to use a Pokemon that requires 2 energy. Put 1 energy on the first turn, and next turn, I'll do another energy, and then I can use triple poison. I'll put him on the bench. Because you never know if he has an N supporter card. I'll get Lunatone, and I'll get... I already got 2 poison Pokemon right there. He causes poison, and he causes poison. So I'm going to get one that's non-poison. To balance it out. Landorus only needs 1 energy to attack, so... It's pretty good. Let me use this. And now I'm going to use my Premonition. I love Lunatone. This thing is amazing. I'll do Colorless. I get to look at the top 2 cards and see which card I get to draw on my next turn. So that's amazing. How many Pokemon have I? Oh, 3. 3. I'll do Colorless. Ooh. Sleep Poison. You know, I think I will do a Hypnotoxic because I don't want Toxic Croak to go to sleep. Nah, no, I should because there's no guarantee that I'm going to get another energy to use triple poison. I might not be able to use triple poison on my next turn because I might not get another energy. I'll use Hypnotoxic now. And he fell asleep. Hopefully he'll stay asleep next turn. Yes! He stayed asleep. And that is it. Now, if I do manage to get another energy, I'm going to evolve him into Gliscor. If I do manage to get another energy, I can kill him now. Like in one hit, and the game will be over immediately. Yes! Or something like that. Yeah, over immediately, yeah. I think so, yeah. 50 HP, sure. Yep, that's it. Game is over. And that's it. I'm gonna let you see this. If you win a match, at the end, you get to a random number of bonus coins. You get a mystery box. And it'll tell us what was in the mystery box later. 1 coin for winning. Oh, and the achievement. And it looks like inside the mystery box was this ticket. So a tournament ticket. I got 20 total. You can use those to enter a tournament if you like. You can save up as many tickets as you want, enter a tournament. Of course, I think you can buy tickets with real money. But, and of course, you can see all the rewards I got. Tournament tickets. I got the 25 tokens, 50 tokens. These are all items that I've gotten in the past, and it sends you a notification right here, just in case you miss it. Let's play one more. I'll play one more. I'll play one more. This deck is actually pretty good so far. I haven't had to tweak it very much. I've done a few tweaks here and there, added, cards. I recently added that Tool Scrapper card. But, this deck, even though it's kind of simple and doesn't rely too heavily on X's, gets a surprising number of wins. I don't win every game. I don't think anyone does, but a fair amount of games. Especially if I get lucky and I'm able to poison him early on. That really pays off later on down the road. I'm not going to be able to attach this guy. You can only attach this to fighting Pokemon. Let's see who goes first. Oh, it's my turn. I go first. So, Toxic Croak is pretty good. Okay. I get to see all the cards that he had because he had no basic. Wow, I tell ya. Crazy, I tell you. Isn't affected by weakness. Wow. Okay. And he has a potion. Mega Evolved Mewtwo X. Can't believe he would do such a thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to win this. I'll see what I can do, but... What the hell is this? Full art Mewtwo X. Okay then. Let's see if we can get Lunatone if I can. Okay. Okay. So, I plan on poisoning this guy as soon as possible. I'm going to use this to get a Virbank City gym. But I'm not going to play it just yet because he might be able to discard that Virbank on his next turn. So I'm going to wait. I'm not going to play it until my next turn, just in case. He might be able to play a stadium card of his own, and then it's all for nothing. I need to save this. I only got 3 of these in the deck, so I need to make sure. Good God, I tell you. I'm weak to him, aren't I? This guy's weak to Psychic, and he's a Psychic Pokemon. I need to... Okay, see, there you go, 50 damage. Now, unless he evolves this turn, he's going to take another 50 damage. If he does evolve, his turn ends immediately. See, like I told you, see? I knew he had another stadium card in there. I gotta get rid of that. I gotta get rid of that. He used the potion. He evolved, and now his turn is over. When you evolve in Mega Evolution, your turn ends immediately. I need to do Colorless. Yes! I got a Virbank. Get rid of that. I'll do a Premonition. Put another Special Energy. There we go. This guy has 190 hit points. This is going to take a while to kill him, but it's possible. Triple poison. There we go. Now that attack's damage is not affected by weakness, so even though I'm weak to Psychic, I'm not gonna get affected. Now I hope he doesn't have another stadium card. I need this Virbank, man! Because if this goes out of play, I only got 1 left before I'm totally out of Virbanks. Okay, it did 130 damage to me. 93. Now, the great thing about Toxicroak X, he only has 1 retreat cost, which is incredible. Incredible. Okay, I think I can kill this guy in 1 hit. So he has 98 hit points right now. This guy does 30. Plus 2 is 50, 60, 70. Oh, I'll totally have enough. I totally have enough. Let me do a Premonition. Do Colorless. I'm going to retreat this guy. Bring in him. Hammerhead. Yes, got him. No, he almost knocked out my Toxicroak X. Almost, but not good enough. Now this guy, I'm gonna have to poison him. He has 140 hit points. We can get him! We can get him without even poisoning him. Please don't have a stadium. I need... Please! I'm really hoping he doesn't have another stadium card in there. Because I need this Virbank. You. Fighting Fury Belt. Okay, so let's calculate how much damage I would do. So 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. So that would do 120. If I poison him, the 30 damage if I poison him. That would kill him in 1 hit, and I don't even have to discard energy. Oh, he might kill me in 1 hit, though. I gotta try it, though. Unless... do that. He has 210 hit points. If I poison him, 80, 100, 20. That's 120. 120 plus an extra 70. I might poison him just in case, man. Just in case. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. Premonition. Galigar, I need that. Because I'm going to use my Colorless. Okay, let's do this Lance Judgment. Yes! Yes! Did exactly 170 damage, man. Now, unless he retreats, he's going to die. He only has 10 HP left. And I don't have any energy attached to my Pokemon, so his Arrow Ball isn't going to do very much damage. Yes! Got him! Victory. That is awesome. Yes, I'm so glad I did that, man. That was awesome. Okay, and I got 50 bonus coins from the mystery box. So that's awesome. I mean, they give you coins left and right in this game. I mean, there's no way this game is pay to win, because they just give you so many free coins. It's unbelievable. I mean, I have enough to buy like 8 packs. Booster packs. Would you like to go first? Yes, thank you very much. I would like to go first. Okay, since I'm going first, I'm going to start with Groudon. Put him on the bench, and I need Lunatone on the bench as well. Yay! I have a Virbank and a Skyla. So that's one of the things about this deck is amazing. All you need is a Virbank and a Skyla, or you need a Virbank and a Hypnotoxic, or you need a Hypnotoxic and a Skyla. Any one of those 3 combinations will give you an instant guarantee to do a poison. It's a guarantee. Let's get a Hypnotoxic. Now, there's only 3 of these in my deck, which means one of them must be in my prize pile. I'm going to have to use these things wisely, because I don't have an infinite supply of them. Premonition. I'll get... There's no need in doing Colorless, because I don't have very many bench Pokemon. I'm not going to be able to do very much with it. Might as well do a Gliscor. I'll evolve this guy next turn. And then maybe next I'll do a Colorless if more bench Pokemon come out there. Good. And he's not going to be able to evolve Pumpkaboo. Unless he does a Pokemon Center Lady. I don't think he's gonna... See what he's up to. What is he trying to do here? What is all this? Wow, man. Look at all these Lampents, man. It's crazy, I tell you. Joltik. What was he planning on doing with that? Probably some sort of Pokemon power. I gotta get rid of that Joltik, like, immediately. Didn't he already use a supporter? Really? No. What the heck was all that? Oh, you! New! Each psychic Pokemon's attack costs 1 colorless energy less. New! Why you turn all his prize cards face up? Look at all that. Huh. Okay, what did he do just now? Oh, I didn't really see what it did. Oh, you knock it out, you can draw a card. Oh, it looks like he's planning on attacking with this guy. Well, he's not going to be affected by this, because he's not a psychic Pokemon. Yo, unless he plans on... I'm gonna do Colorless this time. Or I have to do Colorless. No, unless he plans on, evolving that thing into a psychic Pokemon. So, I don't know, honestly, what he's doing. It's okay, this guy's gone anyway. This guy is resistant to fighting. And that's why it's not going to do very much. Oh, thank you very much for doing an N. I couldn't thank you enough. You know, that N a lot of times is a double-edged dance because you don't know if when you play the card it's going to help your opponent or hurt your opponent. He's doing an Ultra Ball. Unknown, man. What is he doing? What is he doing with Pumpkaboo? Putting a thing on him, not on Mew. Pokemon Tool, eh? I might lose this one, just so you know. Gonna have the Night March attack. Yeah! Might lose this one. But this guy only has 10 HP left. I'm gonna have to take some drastic measures. That's 40 HP. Oh, he'll get him. The thing will get him just fine. The... Yeah, the, poison will get him. Do another Gligar. I'm gonna have to get rid of that Stadium card, like, as soon as possible. There you go, Premonition. Oh, hold on. Nah! We don't need Colorless, but we'll do it anyway. I really should get rid of that Joltik. Sounds like the best thing to do. Night March. But at least this thing will help me to have this special energy. It'll do more damage. So I'm going to be able to do the full 30. Virbank City Gym, thank God. I need to get rid of this thing, otherwise it's going to do Night March all over the place. I gotta stop him. I don't know, I might be able to win, but I don't know, man. Night March costs 3 colorless. All he needs is a double colorless energy to be able to do Night March with a Stadium card up here. It's doubtful he has another double colorless, but he probably does somewhere. Probably does somewhere. What's this? Oh, he does now! He does now! It's crazy, I tell you. 110? This whole deck is based on Night March. 2 more damage counters. Okay. 80, 90, 100, 110. Good! We can get him. We can get him in one hit. One hit. It's doubtful he has another double colors. He doesn't have one in the prize pile. It's in the deck somewhere. 12 cards? You kidding me, man? You're gonna run out of cards before the game is over. Okay, I know he has another double colorless in there, but I can't. I remember. Where's that? Does he have another stadium in there? He got. Let's see. 2 of these. I wonder how many stadiums he has. I wonder. Oh, good God! Look at all those night marches, man. Stadiums in here? No stadiums? No, it's likely he has a whole bunch of stadium cards. It's likely. I might lose this one, but I'll do what I can. I'll do the best I can. Premonition. Random zero. Okay. Okay. Please. Please get him in 1 hit. Yes! Now, if he does another stadium, I can always get him with another Virbank. So, I got this Virbank here in case he discards this one. Which he's probably going to do. He probably hasn't. He probably has a stadium and a double colorless. Looking for a trainer. This card, draw 7. Yeah, man. Probably has a stadium. Probably does. Oh, good God, I tell you. It's okay, we get him. We get him. I just need to do this glitch score and then... He only has 3 cards in the deck, man. God, I tell ya. Which one of these is he gonna get? I'm probably not gonna make it. How many of those things does he have, man? That's crazy, I tell you. Is there no way to do this? What's their retreat cost? 2? 2 retreat? I might be able to get this guy, but I don't know. Well, maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Think he has another double colorless in there? He probably does. Probably does. He's used 3, 4. No, that's 4! That's 4! He doesn't have another double colorless. He's already used 4. If I can switch him out for him somehow, which ain't gonna happen. Unless I get a chance with his Colorless, maybe. Catcher, it's my only chance. Yes! Now, if my calculations are right, I should be able to win. And I still got this Lysandra right here, which I can use if need be. I do desperately need energy. I might be able to win this, but probably not. Now, he's not going to be able to retreat. At the end of his next turn, unless he has a Pokemon Center lady, he's going to die. He's going to have to put out one of these guys. Hopefully Mew. If I can get him, if I can get Mew with Poison Ring, or if I can switch out for, I mean, it would probably be easier to just do Unknown or Pumpkaboo. Pumpkaboo, probably. Oh, you. I lose, man. I lose. He's got another double colorless. You know what would really help? A Getsis. There's no way I can win now, man. No matter what I do, he's got me. Oh. What would I do, man? He's got me. There's got to be a... You know, if I had another Virbank, I could win. I could use this guy. Switch out for him. Retreat Gliscor. Put on Landorus. Put down a Virbank. Poison this guy. Do Landorus. Kill him in one hit. And also kill that other guy. My thing is stuck. Okay. But there's no way, man. But there's no way. Okay, I'll just do that and hope for the best. I don't know, man. You know, if I could poison him, if I can get a special energy on Landorus, I might not have to. I might not have to do all that other stuff. Ah, you person. I'm gonna lose. I was gonna try to get him by... You know, I could have been able to get him by doing all that, but... You! Good God, man! Special energy on Landorus, poison him. Be done with it. I can get him. I can knock him out. We both have one card left. Still asleep. He won't be able to retreat. And I seriously doubt he has a switch in there. Unless he has a Pokemon Center later, but I kind of doubt that. You're gonna lose 7 cards? You're gonna lose on your next turn, man! You're gonna... He's gonna lose on his next turn! Because he doesn't have 7, he now has 0. Which means on his next turn, he's gonna lose. Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god, man. Man, that was intense. Wow, man. Oh my god, man. I almost lost. Wow, man. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, man. It's all because he's focused on putting as many cards in his discard pile as possible, which puts his deck down to dangerously low levels. The reason why he conceded is because, well, I can't show you now, the screen is covering it, but the way Pokemon works is that when your turn starts, you must draw a card. If there are no cards in your deck and your turn starts, you lose immediately. Because you must be able to draw a card to start your turn. So if you can't draw any cards, you lose automatically. So he was, oh my god, man. Look at, oh my god, man. It's crazy, I tell you. 24, man. And he had 0 cards in his deck. Man, that's insane, man. I didn't even realize. Wow, man, that's crazy. I almost lost, man. Almost lost, man. Just saying, got 8 tokens for that.
I got 100 bonus tokens. That's amazing. Well, that was amazing. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna quit while I'm ahead. I just quit while I'm ahead. I got really lucky on that one. But yeah, man. I'm glad I had that Lysandra in there. I'm glad I had that Switch in there. The Pokemon Catcher. It bought me some time so that I could actually get my opponent, because he didn't have any more double colorlesses in his deck. He didn't have nothing. So he wasn't able to use it, even with the stadium card that allowed him to attack with one less colorless. Man, that was crazy, I tell you. But I've been actually working on a deck similar to this one that counts on poison. Only uses a lot more poison. And I want it to be more of a... Is this it? Isn't it? Poison debuff. I got weird names for my decks, but yeah. I got a lot more in here. Now I got this. This deck is supposed to be similar to my previous deck. It still has Gliscor. It still has the Virbank City Gym. Only this one, hopefully, will focus a lot more on... I want this one to focus more on debuffs, eliminating my opponent's energy cards, eliminating their Pokemon tools. I don't have all the cards I want to put in here yet, so I'm not really going to play with it. Let's take off this double colorless. So I got this. It's a basic Pokemon. It requires colorless energy. And flip a coin. Opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. So this one is good. I also got this in here. It's a basic Pokemon. And it has this ability. Whenever the opponent damages me, they automatically get poisoned. So that's going to be amazing. This one, the evolved form of Venipede also has that ability. I don't have any Scolopedes in my deck. Whirlipede is supposed to be able to evolve into Scolopeed, but I don't have that. Like I said, I'm constructing this deck, but, you know, I got the Toxicroak X in here. I got 2 Landorus X to spread out the weaknesses and stuff like that a little bit. Doesn't do any direct damage, but I can always combine Landorus X, combine that with the Hypnotoxic Lasers. Also got some Episodas in here. Versus Seeker is a really good card, but I only have one of them. I need more of these Versus Seekers in my deck. And, you know, I should put in the deck Getsis. N is terrible. I really should get rid of that. I do have a full art Getsis. 2 of them, actually. I got them a long time ago. And everybody wants this card. Full art Getsis. It looks amazing. Your opponent reveals his or her hand and shuffles all item cards found there into his or her deck. Then, you draw a number of idle cards. Draw a number of cards equal to the number of item cards your opponent shuffled. So this is really good against decks like the one I played against last time. Where my opponent has tons of item cards in his deck. This is a really good card to counteract that. Maybe I'll put one of these in here. How many tool scrappers do I got? 4? Put another tool scrapper. No. I want to add another tool scrapper. I don't really need so many Colorless, do I? I've got the Getsis right here. So Rescue Scarf. I don't know if I should have that or something else. See, I'm not dealing direct damage, so there's no point in getting Muscle Band or anything like that. Those cards are not going to help me very much. The only... Okay, this guy... The Biosmog attack doesn't require any Psychic energy, so I don't really need Psychic for that. Rainbow. You know, I could use one of those special fighting energies. I put a couple of those in there. Rainbow, I don't know. Let's take one of these off. Let's do that. Should I really need Rainbow? It causes a damage counter on you. I don't know, maybe I'll take it off for now and I'll See where it goes from there, but there's a lot of other stuff. I don't know if I want to focus more on debuffs against the opponent, or if I want to focus on using cards that help my own team. So like this one, there's a pretty good draw 6 cards, your opponent draws 3 cards. But you can only use that card if you're currently losing. And all that. You know. I'm working on this deck. I still don't have all the cards that I want to put in here. But, anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Make sure that you please watch my other videos. I plan on making more Pokemon videos in the past, trading card game online videos in the past, in the future. I'm sorry. I plan on making more of these videos in the future. When I get the chance. And if they're popular enough, maybe I'll make more. But I do have a lot of other videos on other games as well. I'm really big on Halo Wars. And Halo Wars 2 when it's finally released, so I do a lot of that. I do Batman videos occasionally. And Dark Souls and all that. So make sure you check my channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Check out my other videos. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.